Hey, y'all, I can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Seems wrong. Seems wrong.
I can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, gang. Oh my god. Hmm. Okay, now I see. Switch and oh my god.
What is the best way to kill wood? Super easy to use, super clean UI, but big caveat, this only supports Twitch and YouTube right now. It can end right here for you. I know someone in chat's gonna be like, what about Sovo slash kill? And this allows, if it's like a first time viewer, you can make their name appear green so it stands out more. But, and then you can click it up here. Please go watch it. Actions down here. And if I hover over a message, I have the option to read out their message with. Heard of StreamerBot before? Just
Oh
head
my
to the website.
god.
It's literally streamer.bot.
Nigga,
Heard of StreamerBot
what?
before? Just head to the
Double make home for gameplay footage?
website. It's literally streamer.bot. That's the actual URL. Download it, unzip it, and then open the streamerbot.exe file. Yes, I know the UI doesn't look great, but we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for the Twitch and YouTube tabs, just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work for you. Then you just click the chat button, and Bob's your uncle. Is that a phrase that American people know, or is that something only people who are girt by sea understand? If you start typing in Twitch chat, you should see messages start appearing with a little Twitch icon so you know which platform the messages are coming from. And then once you go live on YouTube, it'll be the same thing for YouTube, but it'll be a YouTube icon and it will also show their profile picture. And if combining chats is all that you want, you should. Is that a chat button? Counts. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work for you. Then you just click the chat button and Bob's your uncle. Is that a phrase that American people know, or is that something only people who are girt by sea understand?
Oh my.
If you start typing in Twitch chat, you should see messages start appearing with a little Twitch icon so you know which platform the messages are coming from. And then once you go live on YouTube, it'll be the same thing for YouTube, but it'll be a YouTube icon and it will also show their profile picture. And if combining chats is all that you wanted to do, that's it. The video can end right here for you. I know someone in chat's gonna be like, what about social stream, Nutty? They had that over a year ago. Zip it, okay? I don't want to hear it. I know there's other alternatives that you might have heard of, but there's so many features with the StreamerBot chat window that make this so much better than all the other options I've looked at. Trust me, I've looked at like a dozen other ones. So let's go through them all. For one, they have this really neat tab system. So if you just want to focus on your Twitch audience or just your YouTube audience, you can filter your messages per platform. And in the case of YouTube, since you can have multiple YouTube streams, you can even filter your messages per YouTube stream. So if you only want to focus on your vertical messages or only your horizontal messages, you can do that too. It also gives you the option to send messages to every single stream all at once, or choose if you only want to send it to one platform at a time. What's more is if you click on any of the people that are talking in chat, it's gonna pull up a card with a history of all of the messages that they've sent that stream. So if someone in your chat's like, excuse me, streamer, you like missed my question earlier, you can like just click their name and you don't have to go hunting for the last thing that they said. And that works for both Twitch and YouTube.
Bro, I can't at the same time with dang, I might have to do the YouTube shit. Man, it be messing up though, bro. So ass, man. That's so ass. The best way is with bot rigs, bro. That's the best way with bot rigs. See, that's the best way, bro. Cause they got Twitch and YouTube on this, man. Let me check if it's work. You know, checking if it work. Usually take a little minute for it to load up on the screen, which I hope it don't this time, which sure it is. Sounds 29, but my clip is a 30. What is that other method?
In today's .ninja, and you'll go to the name in there. But you can
See how it didn't.
close that, and then you hit activate source for Twitch. Shows your Twitch chat. Like I said, you don't even need to have this still popped out. You can close it as long as it's running. It's gonna work. And the same thing for TikTok. And then on the side right here, you want to change to do is you want to copy this streaming chat. So this is dockable. So this is the link that you're gonna use to copy your doc. You go to OBS. So in OBS, you should know, and then you hit.
I'm gonna try this.
At the same time, you have a paid version. First thing you need to do is you just need to connect your Restream account with those individual.
I don't know why it's not popping up on there.
What they call detailed IO and sign up for an account. To your Restream account, you'll need to add what they call channels. So channels are the different live streaming platforms you're going to stream to. If you're just streaming Twitch or YouTube, you just need to connect your Restream account with those individual streaming services and make sure that it's enabled. So as an example, I just removed Twitch and we'll go through the steps of enabling it again. So I'm going to go to add channel, then I'll find Twitch in the huge list of streaming services they have available, and then I'll go to connect Twitch. You might be asked to log in, but basically you have to give Restream access to your channel so it can not only live stream it, but also view and control the chat. So we're going to do authorize, and then it will bring us back to the destinations page in Restream. So now what I need to do in the left sidebar is find chat, select that, and then as you can see, I can open it up in the browser, but if I want to have the overlay where I can view it in my game, go to download for Windows. Sidebar is find chat.
I do not see chat. Real searching. This shit so ass, bro.
chat, select that, and then as you can see, I can open in the left, and then it will bring us back to the desktop chat, select that, and then as you can see, I can open it up in the browser, but if I want to have the overlay where I can view it in my game, go to download for Windows. Save the file, and then just open it up and start installing it. So now that I have it installed, you can see all of the channel and say something, streaming services in this different place. Now that I have Windows, up in the browser sidebar, back to the destinations page in Restream. So your channel, Twitch. You might be asked to log in, but basically you have to give Restream access to your channel so it can not only live stream it, but also view and control the chat. So we're going to do authorize, and then it will bring us back to the destinations page in Restream. So now what I need to do in the left sidebar is find chat, select that, and then as you can see, I can open it up in the browser, but if I want to have the overlay where I
Ah,
can view it in my game, go to download for Windows.
my best bet is this transparent chat, bro. Like, this shit acting ass. Dead ass.
What's up, guys? I'm a rat. Take
It's so ass, bro. Why is it not working, bro? Oh shit, that pops up instantly. Oh, damn. We gonna do that. We don't need you. Damn. If I go to my YouTube. Oh, streaming with Buddy. Oh yeah, no. All right, now if I go to YouTube. YouTube takes a minute for this to load. Like YouTube to load on here. YouTube chat delayed. All right, now if I go to YouTube takes a minute for this to load. Like YouTube to load on here. YouTube chat delayed. All right, now if I go to YouTube takes a minute for this to load. Like YouTube to load on here. YouTube chat delayed. Bruh, see, YouTube don't want to work. YouTube chat don't want to work. YouTube chat want to act stupid. Bruh, see, YouTube don't want to work. YouTube chat don't want to work. YouTube chat want to act stupid. Bruh, see, YouTube don't want to work. YouTube chat don't want to work. YouTube chat want to act stupid.
Let's go back to YouTube. Now we'll live stream, so I'm gonna hit start streaming. It's gonna start the live stream over on YouTube. Let's go check it out. You can see that we are currently live on YouTube. Our privacy is public, connected, but we want to make sure that we change top chat over here to live chat so we can see all messages. So now we just want to wait maybe like 30-40 seconds, see if Botrix's message pops up, and if it doesn't pop up, we're going to go back to Botrix. We're going to go to the chatbot tab on the left hand side. We're going to turn off the chat. Botrix has posted the now we're message, which means it's connected to our YouTube chat. So we can go back to the first tool that we got, and if for whatever reason you go to click on it because you minimize icons, and then no on show settings, and you can get your window back. So as you can see, it has window, and you can hit no on Twitch chat overlay bubble, right click and hit reset window, and you can hit no on show settings, and you can get your window back. So as you can see, it has our YouTube chat right here, and just to confirm that, I'm going to go to YouTube and type a few messages. I'm going to go in the chat and type testing 1 2 3 or 2 3 4 because I can't spell. I'm going to type a couple more messages. You can see that the live feed is getting posted in there, but the thing with YouTube chat is that sometimes it is delayed. That's just how YouTube chat is. It's kind of wonky. So as you can see, it just did a chunk of messages because I spammed the chat, but we still have that live chat. But essentially how this is going to work.
So let me end YouTube stream and restart it back. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Still not working. YouTube chat is so ass.
Is if you see this little border right here, that means that we can move about there and put it in, let's say, the top left corner or maybe even the middle left corner. As soon as you hit this little button right here or F9 on your keyboard after selecting this program, it's going to get rid of that. So that means I can't click on it, I can't interact with it, because if we're playing in the actual video game, it would be a pain in the butt because it'd be moving your chat everywhere. So let me actually boot up the game to show you how this works. There's a few quirks about this that you need to know in order for it to work properly. The first one is that you want to make sure you're playing your games in borderless mode or windowed mode. If you play it in just full screen mode, then it's not going to work. So if we go to our video tab and then we change full screen on to borderless to off to on, then you can see that if we're just regular full screen, you're not gonna see your chat. You gotta be in borderless, which gives you that same effect, and it'll show. However, if your game doesn't allow you to do borderless, I'll also leave another thing linked in the description down below on how you can force a game to be borderless. Or if your game offers how to be windowed mode, but not borderless, then I'll also leave another program in the description that will change that to borderless windowed. So now that we have it over our game, there are a few more quirks. So if we wanted to move this, we're gonna have to Alt-Tab into that little program we have right here. So we're gonna press F9, and it's gonna get rid of this border as well. But if we try and press it again, it's not gonna do anything because we have to Alt-Tab back in and press F9, and it's gonna bring back the border for both of these in case you wanna go and replace it somewhere. You can also right-click on this little tab at the top and change the zoom level in case you want it to be larger. But you can also customize more of your chat in the Botrix chat widget. However, you're gonna have to replace that little widget URL that we posted in here if you make any changes. But once you find a good place, you'll just hide that and then you can minimize that. But if you're having more problems, an easier way to handle this is to go to your little Windows home bar, go this little arrow, and then right-click the chat widget overlay thing, and then you can hit exit to close everything out, or you can reset the window or hide and show borders, because that's a lot easier to use. But if you want to know how to abuse this free tool to grow your YouTube channel, watch this video to the side of me. My name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.
Let me show you how to get the best microphone settings for your microphone, and I'm gonna use a budget mic just like this so you can follow along at home. First thing we need to do is go into the settings in the bottom right corner. You can use OBS Studio or Streamlabs. It's virtually the same exact process. Twitch Studio a little bit different, but you can do something similar. Then we're gonna go to our audio tab. The microphone I'm using now is the microphone 1 here, so I'm gonna add in microphone 3, the microphone that we're using, the budget mic. So I'm gonna use this Fifine microphone. If you don't see your microphone from the drop-down list, unplug it, replug it, make sure you have the drivers installed for your specific microphone. It'll likely be mentioned in the instructions, so check that out, and then restart OBS Studio. But if you see your microphone, fantastic. Just click your microphone, hit apply, and hit OK. Now you can see when I'm talking into my microphone.
Come on, bro.
Here for mic aux 3, the thing that we chose. But now in order to hear the changes that we're making, we're gonna go and click these 3 vertical dots next to it, click Advanced Audio Properties, go to mic aux 3, the one we picked, and then we're gonna turn audio monitoring to monitor and output. Now you'll be able to hear yourself in your headphones to make the necessary changes. If you're only hearing yourself through one ear or one speaker, you can change the signal to mono with this little box right here, and that'll make sure it comes through both ears or both speakers. If you're not having that problem, you can leave it unchecked. But once we can hear ourselves, we're gonna click close. If you guys are wondering how I got this cool free overlay for OBS Studio, I'll leave a video in the top right corner explaining it. But let's go over one of the most important things, which is mic placement. As you can see right now, I'm using a desk boom arm stand, which gets the mic perfectly in front of my face, which is what you want to get. So I'll leave a link in the description down below to a cheap one that's not gonna break the bank. But let's actually switch to the budget microphone that we're gonna be working with today. So this is the microphone that we'll be using today. As you can see, it comes with a little stand here, but if I put it on my desk, it's way too far. You wanna have your mic about 4 to 6 inches away from your mouth, and if you're unsure of how long that is, never mind. By the way, if you can drop a quick like on the video for the YouTube algorithm, I appreciate it. But you want to have it about 4 to 6 inches away from your face, which is why I recommend getting the desk boom arm stand. But if you're balling on a budget, or if you're lazy like myself and I don't want to unscrew this and set it up, we are just going to use the budget option, which is this box. So we put the box on the desk, and we put the stand on the box, and there we go. We got about 4 to 6 inches away from our face. Next thing that's super important is make sure you're talking to the right side of the microphone. A lot of beginners, and even myself, I've done this before, is you're not talking into the right end of the microphone. You can't really tell which is the right end just by looking at it, so you might have to look at the instructions, but you can tell if I turn it around and I'm talking into this end thinking that this is the front, you can definitely hear it that that is not the front. Also, some microphones are an end address, so you have to talk into the top, which is a lot of the podcasting mics like the SM7B. You talk into the top and not the front, so a lot of people get confused just because they see it and they don't have the correct microphone for that. So make sure you're talking into the spot that you're supposed to be talking to. But now we have the distance correct, we have the location correct. Let's get this thing sounding professional. By the way, I think this is one of the best budget microphones you can get. It's about 50 bucks, and I made an entire video on it, which I'll leave in the top right corner for you. But let's get this microphone sounding even better. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna turn the volume down just a little bit. We are going to click the dots again, and we're gonna add some filters. The first filter we're gonna add is a compressor, and what it's going to do is it's going to make our whispers louder and our screaming not as loud. So it's gonna be easier on your listeners' ears. So we're gonna turn the ratio down to 4. We're gonna put the threshold all the way to the right. We're gonna change the attack to 2, which which, oh my God, please. All right, I'm typing it in. And then we're gonna change the release to 100. And then the output gain, we'll leave it 0. So now we're actually gonna stretch this window so we can see our signal. But what we're gonna do now is if you see the signal, it's hitting right about the yellow, which is great. When I whisper, it's not even touching the yellow. So I'm gonna turn up the output gain and keep whispering because this is the quietest sound that I usually make. And I'm gonna adjust the gain until my whisper is about in the middle of the yellow. And I think this is pretty good. So now I'm gonna shout, and you can see that we are clipping so bad. So I'm gonna bring down the threshold and keep shouting into my mic, which is about the loudest I'm gonna be. And I'm gonna keep shouting, I'm gonna keep shouting, I'm gonna keep shouting until it's about just barely touching the red. So that way, if I'm whispering, you can hear me pretty good. And if I'm shouting, I'm not blowing your eardrums out. But now you can hear that the background noise is getting so blastedly loud. So we're gonna add an expander, and that's gonna fix that issue. So we're gonna change the expander ratio to 4, and we're gonna take the threshold all the way to the left, and then our attack is gonna be 2, and then our release is gonna be 100, and the output gain we do not touch. So now I'm gonna tap on my keyboard and keep typing. You should be able to hear that, even though my microphone's kind of far from it. But now I'm gonna shut up, and I'm going to increase the threshold until I do not hear that anymore. And so now you can hear that my keyboard is not getting picked up anymore. So you can kind of fine tune it around there. I think right around here is good, but be careful. If you turn the threshold too high, it'll start chopping out my voice and you won't be able to hear me. You're not going to be able to hear yourself too great. We're going to bring this back down to right about there, I think is pretty good. But every microphone's different, so just play with it until you get something you like. If you start to notice that the beginning of your words are getting cut out, especially with words that start with an H like hug, then you can go to compressor and turn the ratio down a little bit, and that'll start to smoothen out. So that way, when I say hug, you're going to hear the full word.
Wait, everyone's turn. Wow, filter. How do I make it transparent? You'll need to go live first. It says I'll need to go live first. But I am live.